So anything we need, so why don't...
Yeah, can I mark?
Yeah, please.
So we just need to release the fork. And then I don't want to mark length right now. Maybe I do. But we don't have a mirror, but that's okay. Were you saying that you wanted cuff or no cuff?
So I think we'll do cuff on these.
Okay.
And we'll do like I think a nice 2-inch turn-up.
I like that. I think that's going to be a very elegant look with this. And in regards to your length of your trousers, do you normally wear a shoe, are you planning on normally wearing a shoe like this in regards to the fact that it's a loafer, or will you be wearing a more of a full coverage shoe?
Well, both.
Okay. So then my other question is, sometimes when guys wear loafers, they don't want to see any of their sock. Mm-hmm. Do you not want to see any of your sock?
In terms of, are we talking about the break?
In terms of the length and then the break, yeah.
Well, I like a kind of a medium break.
Okay. That helps. I've just made things for some clients who ended up wearing loafers and didn't want to see any of their sock, and it's a different kind of length to your trouser.
I mean, is it the length, or is it also how wide it's cut?
It's going to be wide and length. I mean, it's going to be about how much cloth pulls up. Mm-hmm. You don't have a reference point right now, do you? I'm going to mark and pin these like this, and then you can look at them later. Because of the circumference, I don't want to give you too much length. Okay. I don't want too much pull down there. So I'm giving you a medium to small break. Probably more.
Are you going to cut this wider?
No. For the circumference at the bottom?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I think this is a very elegant drape. I think it has a nice clean line from hip to knee down to your hem opening. Mm-hmm. So for me, I wouldn't make this larger. Mm-hmm.
In terms of like the taper or anything?
Yeah, in terms of the taper. All right. So as I said, the lining is at this point basted in. We do have the lining in the sleeves free because it's not going to be tacked down. It's not going to be finished. This is all just a kind of a work in progress still. Shoulders are basted, collar's basted on, and the sides are basted as well. Mm-hmm. So this way I have more ability to adjust the coat while it's on you as opposed to, just kind of pinning and hoping. And you should be in. Just 1 second. Sorry, Kirby. I lost it.
Okay. Wow. Here we are. It's my favorite. I feel like I'm really wearing a jacket.
Yeah, it's coming together. It doesn't look just like a shell, basically.
Yeah. So I can immediately feel the weight.
Yes.
I mean, this is it's got body to it,
yeah,
which I like, which is a little bit, it kind of offsets, I guess, the soft structure.
Yeah.
That we've got a little bit of a heavier fabric.
It works twofold. I really like a soft coat. I also like it to have some structure to it. So I like to use cloths that have that. Especially for someone like you who does a lot of traveling, who does a lot of wearing of their suits, you want something that's going to have length of life behind it. Yeah. So first thing that I always do is I want to look at the coat unbuttoned.
Okay.
First I want to just make sure we get everything lined up. Just so I can see. Okay. So we still have that beautiful lay. We still have the fronts coming together real nice and clean. They kiss. They pretty much almost overlap as well. We have a little bit to adjust in regards to this shoulder, as well as this. But you have a nice chest and a nice waist.
The arms hole, feels
nice.
They
feel nice and high. So you have a nice, beautiful belly and a nice.
And we're doing 2-button.
Yeah, correct. 2-button. So I'm just gonna look things over.
Yeah.
Kirby, if I pinch here and here, do you feel restrictive if you pull forward?
No.
No? Okay.
What are you looking for?
Chalk.
Okay.
Okay. So you have a drop here. So your shoulder is sloped. It's a little sloped more than the coat will allow, so it's creating just that little bit of bunch. I like draping the chest, so I like you to have room and freedom of movement. It also creates a better suppression. But right now we're just creating a little bit too much of a fold. So I just want to clear that up.
How much of that are you able to fix without having to redo the sleeve?
A bit.
Yeah.
I mean, not too much, because if you do too much, you're gonna have to cut down the armhole. So for every amount that you shorten here, you usually have to shorten the armhole.
Yeah.
Or drop the armhole. I usually like a nice high and tight armhole, so I try to get away with not dropping it as much as I can. However, on this side, we're gonna have to drop it.
And will you pull it in here at the armhole also to kind of smooth that out, or will?
For that drape, for the most part, no. I'm going to check this and see if I can bring... Let me see. No, I like where that is. There. Better. Much better. Does that feel?
Definitely, I can feel it hugging the neck more.
Yeah, it feels a little more.
Snug around the collar.
We'll have to dig out your armhole a little because it is still collapsing. Does that feel pretty? No, it still feels all right. It's collapsing just a little, so we're gonna have to drop that a touch. Well, the joys of being fitted.
Hurry up and wait.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah, but it's come together on the collar.
It feels much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, once we have to slope your shoulders far more than we did.
And this shoulder right here is the one that slopes the most.
The most, yeah. So you're low here on your
But
right.
both slope.
But both slope. So if they're not sloped, and if the coat's not sloped enough with you, the collar tends to fall away.
Okay.
And that's just because,
How it works.
yeah, just how it works. So what was happening was it wasn't sitting as close to your neck as it should, and that's in regards to the slope.
Yeah, and that's one of the hallmarks of a nice bespoke jacket is that it's always going to, you move around and it stays
comes right back
to the neck.
Yep, and it keeps doing that, so
Yeah.
it looks a lot better. This side, I'm not going to be able to do it as much as it should because of your armhole. So what's happening right now is because I'm sloping the shoulder so much, it's your armhole went from that wide down to like that.
Okay.
And your arm needs more movement than that, so it's causing these collapses. Right.
But that's
here.
something you can fix whenever you take it back.
Yeah, so when I take it back, I measure how much I've sloped the shoulder, and then you take that and you take the same amount and you drop the armhole. In that
Okay.
regard. So basically, you're just taking a coat that's cut for the angle like this, and you're just cutting it like that, and then you're just dropping the armhole for that. But right now, we have a much cleaner body in the front than we did when we began.
Yeah.
We still have a little bit of collapsing here and here, but again, that's because of the armhole. And so once we take care of that and remedy that, we'll be able to get a cleaner fit on that.
And talk about some of the other details of the jacket. I mean, anything else that thanks for pointing out?
So there's a lot of things that are different in regards to who. So my coats are Italian. We cut in two pieces. So you were talking about this earlier. You were talking about this front dart here. So that goes from chest all the way down to the bottom, and that's a very hallmark of a Southern Italian suit.
Okay.
The